first and 10. Here's Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. First down, Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's gonna go down again. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota now from the 50. Left side caught by Matthews. And he'll go down at the 28. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal. And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
He looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This is Marlon Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out. And that might be Titan football. It is. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So this is Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Lewis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-knock.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Luck on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mack. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down is Lott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run with Mack. And he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a carry from Mack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Now they'll run with Lewis. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, it's Locke. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Back to throw. Luck. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 50, it's Locke. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Locke. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a 1st down throw. Locke. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Be right. Hurry. On. 53.
3rd and 2, Locke. And he connects with Ebron. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Mack. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Luck now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone now, Locke. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. There he goes inside the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go.
Mariota again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's Huff to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing his line. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, it's Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He's going to get it running right, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Titans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Mariota. Smith catches left side. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. On play action, Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Luck on 1st down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Who
following the interception here. Mariota. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two, doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And the Colts coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Luck gonna throw it. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
12. Done. Ready.
Back to throw. Luck. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st down, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so That probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A run by Mack to start the drive. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.